show boop, 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 is about boop, 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 to begin, motherfuckers. Yeah. What's crack-a-lackin', motherfuckers? Edgar Jungle up, I'm back. Oh, fucking hell, guys. I don't have a big show planned. I really don't. I have a couple of topics I want to discuss. Some things that have been bothering me. A couple of bees in the old bonnet. A couple of fucking fingers up the wazoo. A couple of Gaddafis. You know what I'm saying? Gaddafis up the wazoo. Anyway, enough of that bullshit. So, I am knee-deep in renovating my house, fixing it, cleaning it, getting this bitch ready to sell. And I gotta tell you, this shit is not fucking easy. That's right, testing. 1, 2, 3. Tom Sawyer! What's up, his brother? So, I see my mic auxiliary. Looks like it's working. Looks like the shit's working. If you guys can't hear me, you gotta let me know you can't fucking hear me, because I did do some updates, and sometimes when I do updates, shit breaks. What's up? Happy belated birthday to my brother from another mother, Roy Fernbach. What's up? Happy birthday, brother. I want to let everybody know. My brother's one day after his birthday. What's up, Jeff? So, normally I get drunk. I can't because I got to go to dinner with the family after. So I will be drinking for this evening some delicious core water taken from the planet's core. Yes, there is no molten lava down there. It's just delicious blue water in the middle of our planet. I know because I just made that shit up and I'm saying it on the internet, so it must be true. Let's make that shit true. Let's tell the world the core of the planet is filled with water. Water. No, for real though, this shit right here is delicious. So I've been doing this home renovation shit, and the funniest thing, and I don't know if this shit happens to you guys, but it happens to me. The minute that I start to make something and I start to use tools, go get that. I start using tools and shit, I start sweating. I start sweating like profusely. And there goes the dog barking her ass off. Can you let the bitch out? Release the bitch. So anyway, yeah, water is water, but that's beside the point. That's not where I was going with this. So normally I like to drink soda, a pound an energy drink. I'll do whatever. Okay, but when I'm sitting there and I'm working on the house and I'm drilling stuff, look, I got shit on me still here. I thought I cleaned up for the show. Guess not. Anyway, I do, and also I start sweating. I sweat bullets. Like it looked like I'm fucking working out and shit. You know what I mean? Like I've been pumping like 50 fucking pounds for like an hour straight, and all I'm doing is, I'm sitting there measuring something out, and I'm fucking drawing lines on it, and I'm using the thing to cut the drywall, and I'm drilling shit. Like it's like my brain is focused on shit. But my body, it's really not all that difficult. You feel me? But I start sweating. So anyway, the other night, I was busting my ass. I was doing a bunch of shit. I was up really late. And I didn't really keep an eye on my hydration. And I went to sleep. And the next morning, I got woke up by the dreaded motherfucking calf cramps. Okay? And, I'm one of these motherfuckers. I can't reach my feet. Okay, so when I get a calf cramp, normally I have to hit my wife. Wake up! I got fucking calf cramp! Help me! But I can now, like with my Jedi mind, will my foot back. Wrong. Like I can ratchet my fucking foot back by will, and then negate the calf cramp. Right when I feel it getting ready, because there's a point of no return. Once the calf cramp has your ass, you're fucked. You need help. You need somebody to help work that shit out. But if you can feel it going like it's getting there, and you whoop, You can divert, disaster. So I did that shit. What's up, Steve? Yeah, I won't be here next week either, so that's two of us. Wait a minute, what do you mean you won't be here next week? Are you, like, you say you won't be here, like, you won't be here, like, you got previous engagements, or like you got some precog ability and you're going to get hit by a bus or something and you're not going to be here next week? Like, you got to clarify some shit like that. I got to make sure I know what's going on. So, surgery. Okay, is that the leg one that we were talking about before? I think it is. I think you were telling me they were going to take the leg. I got some other bad news. We're going to talk about some other folks too, but I think that was the one we're talking about. Anyway, I'll keep you in my thoughts, and I hope everything will be fine with you, brother. What's up, Brooke from Australia? Good day, mate. So anyway, I stopped the calf cramp. Stop it. Okay. Then I realized, fucking dumbass, your ass was sweating like a fucking like a fucking moron, and you didn't hydrate. Because if you're dehydrated, you cramp up really bad. So I thought, okay, let's get the shit. There we go. So I go, okay, fine. So the next day, I'm doing shit. I'm painting. I'm doing all this stuff around the house. I'm sweating. And then I had happened to grab one of these from the old 7-Eleven. And I had this bitch sitting in the fridge. Nice and cold the way I like it. I pounded the whole goddamn thing, and I gotta tell you, my daughter was there, right here, this one, right over here. She was fucking there. That shit was amazing. So, just goes to show you, when your ass is parched, and I was severely parched, water, plain Jane, vanilla ass water, is the wise man's choice. Just saying. Just fucking saying. That's what I'm saying, Spock. What I'm fucking saying, Spock. Water. What is the meaning of water but life? Oh, did I just get deep? I got deep there. I channeled in William Shatner, Captain James T. Kirk. Yes, indeed. And you might notice I'm a little fucking scruffy. I have not showered and shaved in a couple of days, and it's crazy. I just finished tearing my shower apart too. So if I do want to shower, I got to shower in my mother-in-law's fucking bathroom, and we're about to destroy the kids' bathroom. So we all gonna be fighting over a single fucking bathroom. I think. We'll see. Anyway, the renovations is going pretty well. Brookie didn't miss much shit. I was just talking about the renovations and shit going on and all that jazz. But now that we've got enough people here, let's go ahead and talk about current affairs. Let's talk about some other things. Before I get too far, I should say, I want to call out my boy Jeremiah, Country Prepper. I want people to keep him in their thoughts. He beat cancer a few years back, but of course, in beating it, he was, wrecked with the chemo, and the chemo done fucked him up. And he was having some problems, and he was feeling really lethargic and tired and whatnot. And he went to the doctors, and the doctors say his liver might be fucked up and whatnot. And so, and they're doing a bunch of tests and shit on the poor guy. And he just, he's a YouTuber. He's got a channel, but he also started making strides with the Kydex sheaths. I had a sheath from him, does good work. And the poor guy's got a bunch of work that he needs to do, but he's got no fucking energy, I think the chemo, man, to be honest with you, I think the chemo is fucking horrible. Fucking horrible. If my ass ever gets cancer, knock on wood, I'm going to do every natural shit. I'm going to eat some nasty ass fucking vegetables and shit. And I'll go to some fucking Dalai Lama and fucking let him spank one over my face or whatever. Just all the other shit before chemo. Because I ain't fucking with that shit. I think when motherfuckers die, a lot of times when they're getting treated, it's not from the cancer. They're dying from the fucking chemo. You know what I mean? And I know people that recover, they fucked up after. Like, they are a shell of the fucking people they once were. And I'm like, yeah, fuck that. I ain't about that life. Anyway, moving on to other fun fucking topics. So, Mr. Kim Jong-un, Mr. North Korean motherfucker, Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un has really pushed shit to a whole nother fucking level. I mean, the ICB test that he was fucking doing was already a bit much, but now they're getting to the point where they're saying they got miniaturized nukes. They're going to fucking wipe out Guam at the end of the month. All this other shit. And of course, you got the Don. He's like, oh, that's huge. You want to talk shit? You want to talk shit, motherfucker? I'll talk some shit. And then, of course, he's like, you know, I got dragons and shit, and I'll come fly over like a Dothraki and fucking just nuke you with my fucking dragons and shit. You know what I mean? Let's see. Yeah, probably. I wouldn't fucking doubt it. I fucking hate doctors. So that, yeah. So, is this the Bay of Pigs? No. Are we going to get close to midnight? Probably not. But it does. You're not that late, Matt. We're just talking about Kim Jong-un. Thank fuck you live in Australia. Let's see. Well, yeah, you won't have to worry about fucking, the radiation. But if any fucking thing pops off, man, that's a bad day for all of us worldwide. Don't matter where the fuck you at. That's going to cause a ripple effect that no one's going to want to fucking deal with. What's up, outfitter? So, China, check this shit. China goes, oh, Mr. Donald Trump, you no start no shit, okay? You no start the shit. Because you start the shit, we get involved. But if Kim Jong-un, him a start the shit, we back off. We neutral. No problem. I'm like, okay, that's bullshit anyway you slice it. Because here's the deal. If we preemptively go in and whack his pee-pee and we cause a regime change, China's going to be bent. Okay. If he starts some shit and we hit his ass and we cause a regime change, China's still going to be like, oh, fucking no. No. You know what I mean? So they full of shit. So in regards to China, I'd be like, fuck, eat an egg roll dick. Ain't gonna fucking give a fuck what you say. And it looks like Trump basically just said that because he came out and said, hey, by the way, guys, on Monday, all of our trade deals are being renegotiated. I'm like, oh my fucking hell, as if North Korea wasn't already fucked up. Now we go slap China in the dick, And then Russia, watching all this shit, says, all right, well, fuck it. We'll get our air fleet and everything and ready. We'll get all the shit primed and prepped in case shit starts to go wonkas, and then we're going to take care of we'll handle some shit. So I'm like, okay, that's fucked up. And as if things weren't crazy enough, we got the shit going on over in Virginia with the protest that was going on. You had the anti-protesters and some motherfucker in some deep tinted ass. It looked like either a Dodge Charger or a fucking Mustang, sick ass ride, comes barreling through and blah, 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 blah. There's some crazy pictures of motherfuckers. Like, there was a guy who took a photo. He was fucking perfectly positioned. Because you see motherfuckers flying in the air. And you see shoes in motion. I mean, it's a fucking beautiful shot. You know what I mean? And then they also had some video footage and shit like that. What's up, Heath? What's up? There's some crazy shit going on, man. Craziness. Crazy. But it's, and then of course Trump comes out and he's got, a little speech about the protest and the people getting killed. One guy died, I guess. A person died. I don't know if it was a man or woman. But one person dead, a bunch of people got ran the fuck over. He comes out, and I love these speeches that these politicians, we condemn this, blah, 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 condemn. It's like, fucking condemn, what the fuck? Like, okay, does that really fucking mean anything? We condemn this with everything in our hearts and that. Why can't you just be real? Like, if I was president, I would come out and be like this. Yo, that was fucked up. Really. That was a beautiful car. Why the fuck would you wreck a beautiful fucking car running over protesters? You couldn't just get a bucket, go get a van, get a bus, get something else. You gotta fuck up a beautiful piece of art like that. And that whoever it was scandalous because they hit and then they backed up. Like they hit and they said exit stage back, and they just drove back, and the whole front end of the car is just dragging behind it. And I was like, that's fucked up. That's some crazy shit, you know. So anyway, I just came across that earlier. Me and my daughter were watching it. We were both like this, and we're like, "Is this shit real?" And then some camera dude went up and showed some blood on the hood of the car. Like there was one broad, she got hit, she flew up, went on top of the car in front that the nice car crashed into, and she flew up, landed on top of the car, slid down, rolled off, and hit the ground. So that was her blood on the car. And I was like, damn, she straight Air Jordan that shit. Blam, blah, 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 rolled off. And I was just like, holy shit. You know what I mean? So it was kind of cray-cray. Some cray-cray shit going on. So we talked, I think it was last week or the week before that, about shit like potassium iodide and shit. About, you know, how important it is to have preps and things like that. Let's see here. Matt says, hey, I saw a picture of this. Had Uncle Sam and Kim at a lot chessboard, and on our side we had shit tons of nukes, and he had one, and he was shouting checkmate. Yeah. He Bitcoin almost 4K. You know, I'm a little nervous about the whole Bitcoin stuff, to be honest with you. It almost seems like it's too good to be true. And even the background story. Oh, some Japanese guy, him a create in Japan. He make them not regulated. It's a beautiful system. Nobody act. But then all of a sudden, I got Jamaican there. I had to stop. Then all of a sudden, now these governments are trying to step in and regulate that shit. And so I could almost predict at this point, paper currency is going to go bye-bye, and we're going to have some kind of a digital currency. So we're going to switch to some kind of a BitLocker solution, whether it be Bitcoin or one of these other new ones that are popping up. And I'm watching, like, I think there's money to be made in Bitcoin and stuff like that? Abso-fucking-lutely. I think the early adopters, the ones that are pushing right now, the guys that are on it, on this early cusp, they're going to make a fucking mint. They are going to fucking make a mint, right? But the people that jump on late, it's just going to be just like standard currency. It's just like, you know, betting on the dollar, betting on the fucking euro, whatever. You know what I mean? But Bitcoin has me nervous because I think that is the harbinger of the death of the dollar, our currency, cash currency, paper money, coinage, things of that nature. I definitely think Bitcoin is the future. So, you know, if you're riding on the Bitcoin and you got shit in there, outstanding. They got that one website, I forgot what it's called, where you can go up and do reviews and stuff. It's like totally anti-troll. But like you can go up and do reviews and stuff like that, and you get paid based off of how good your fucking reviews are and how good your video content or your blogs are, things like that. And they pay you in fucking Bitcoin or a Bitcoin derivative. They have their own currency. But I think it's fucking brilliant. It's definitely the way to go as far as future is concerned. But it is, Australia's already in Congress to make an official currency. Steam it. Thank you, Heath. That's exactly right. Steam it's the one I was talking about. So, you know, it's inevitable, so you might as well jump into it. But just understand that it's going to get regulated at some point. Yep. You could use Bitcoin on the dark web and do lots of very bad things. And that's kind of, if you really want to get deep with it, a lot of the, you know, government illicit activities and stuff happen on the dark web. So having a non-traceable currency to use in those types of transactions helps, because you could do shit, you know, on the underbelly of the internet in plain sight. And, you know, if you have the feds investigating, you're like, no, you're not investigating that shit. You're investigating us, so stop it. You're like, oh, whoa, didn't know it was you. Okay, I guess this file just disappeared. You know what I mean? So, anyway, So I talked a little bit about the potassium iodide and stuff like that. I saw an article earlier today. Once again, and it seems like people just don't learn their lessons. So after Fukushima happened, fucking potassium iodide was going through the fucking roof. Like, you couldn't get that shit anywhere. And people on eBay just started auctioning the shit off for like something stupid, like $1,200 for a fucking packet that you can get for $10 right now. No, Brooke, you don't want to do that. Brooke said they should all make it one currency worldwide. That's the game plan. That's the goal. You don't really want to make a one world currency because then you have influence over the entire world off of that one currency. You want to make sure the different areas still keep their diverse environments with their own monetary system, with their own culture, with, you know, their markets. Because once you have a global currency, then you have basically a global control. And that's a bad thing. We don't ever want that to fucking happen. But things like Bitcoin and things like that can usher that in relatively easy within a decade or two. So you got, you know, there's pros and cons to it. Like the situation you and I were talking about earlier. You know, you want to get something from here in the States and it costs $10, but you want to get it over in Australia and you have to go through distributor instead of it being $10, it ends up being like $100, makes it cost prohibitive, sucks. Whereas if everything was a single currency, there is no difference in everything else. You're just, okay, now I might have a distributor cost that I'm going through. Instead of it being $10, it's only $20, right? So I can see how things like that would be enticing and make sense. But at the same time, you got to be real careful because the powers that be, you can't trust the fuckers. You know what I mean? The dark and the deep web are interesting in a sadistic, twisted way. Yeah, it's also pretty fucking boring, to be honest with you. You know, it is what it is, Brooke. But we already do in a way with internet. But yeah, internet is not commerce, right? So internet is just a communications infrastructure. We still, like, if I order something from the UK, my dollar is converted over into either the euro or wherever I'm ordering from. Like one time I ordered something from Italy, and then that shit cost me a grip, right? Because they translated my dollar into whatever that currency was at that particular website. Then I had to pay for the shipping, blah blah blah. So it's not a universal thing. The internet is just transport. It's just a way for us to communicate, you know, effectively. When you get into commerce and you get into, you know, all the things, that's why the Brexit was such a fucking nightmare situation, because you have all of these economies entwined together with all of these systems that takes years and years and years to build and put together. And then you suddenly say, okay, I don't want to be a part of the fucking euro. And you back out, where they're like, okay, now we got to unravel all of that shit. If you want another example of something like that, here in the States, we got Obamacare, and they're talking about, oh, we could dismantle Obamacare. Well, Obamacare didn't spring up overnight. It took time to get put in place. All of the software, all of the code, all of the pieces that put that system in place, then you go, okay, we're going to unravel it. It's not like you could hit like a fucking Control Z and undo this shit. You know what I mean? Dark and deep web has way of get evil of men is personified. Yeah, you know, you could say, you know what, here's the funny thing, Matt. Like I've been there. I've looked at it and I'm like, okay, whatever. Okay. The reality is, if you want to see the darkness and the evil in men's fucking minds and everything else, just look at the fucking troll comments. Just look at the horrible shit people say when they think they're safe behind their fucking keyboards to say whatever the fuck they want to say. Go kill yourself. You know, oh, you're a fucking fat piece of shit. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Okay. You know, but those are just symptoms of the society we live in. Evil, darkness, bad things that men do. That's been around since the beginning of time. It's not like you need the dark web to fucking usher that out or bring it out. It's just, that's where the freaks can lay their, you know, let their hair down and be who they are without the fear of somebody discovering who they are. But the reality is, they walk, I mean, you probably come in contact with 5 or 6 of these fuckers on a daily basis, and just go, okay, yeah, that's some fucking, you know, coffee motherfucker, or that's some, you know, whatever. Yeah, Brooke says, look at the government. Government's a perfect example of a bunch of sadistic fucking cocksuckers. You know, there's probably the ratio of fucking sadistic evil bastards that are inside of politics is probably something like fucking 7 out of 10. 70% of them are probably evil ass cocksuckers. And I'm being probably conservative, saying 30% of them are good guys. You know, I know probably off the top of my head, maybe 3 or 4. So yeah, but I'm being really conservative. I'm being really nice, actually. But, you know, you look at some of these motherfuckers that go into politics and you wonder, the fuck? This motherfucker is a complete fucking moron. I look at some of the shit like Dianne Feinstein and Barbara Boxer and some of these motherfuckers saying, I'm like, they can't really believe this shit. Can they really be this fucking so far removed from reality that they believe the shit that they're saying? I think it was Boxer that said, you know, if the bad guy has a choice, he'll put his gun down every time because that's just human nature. I'm like, you're a dumb bitch. That's stupid. No, they won't. They'll shoot you in the fucking face, take your shit and move on and not lose any fucking sleep over it. And she's like, I'm like, what fucking world are you living in? Oh, yeah. That's fucking delicious. Look at this fucking... Oh, so check this out. Let's see. That's the top. Further you go down, the more horrid it fits like evil snuffits. Dude, been there, done that, seen it. Not impressed. Seriously, I'm not. I grew up... Anyway, yeah, I'm not impressed. So, one of the things I've been using... doing a bunch of drywall work and stuff is this bitch right here. I gotta tell you, when they were talking that shit about motherfuckers being on a plane with box cutters and so, you know, they were like, oh, terrorists and box cutters, and people laughed. Man, motherfuckers need to pay this shit some respect. A box cutter is a bad motherfucker, I'll tell you that. Angel, what's up, brother? Yeah, a little late, but you're still here. It's all good. Tell a lie long enough and you'll believe it. The government. Yeah, that's right. And the bigger the lie, the more people believe it. Right? And they go, man, no, fuck, they can't make that shit up. That's preposterous. Nobody would believe that shit. And you're like, maybe it's real. Gotta be real. So Donald Trump is really a fucking alien from Oompa Loompa land. Okay, I believe that shit because it fits. Everything fits. It's crazy as fuck, but it fits. You know what I mean? But, you know, whatever. I mean, I honestly feel that if there was a hard reset and we could go ahead and start over, things probably would be better. It'd be rough, and then it would get better. And then eventually it'd get corrupt again, and you'd have to rinse and repeat. So they need to find a way to just strip out all of that special interest and shit. You know what I mean? Oh, I know it cuts. Oh, I know it cuts, Brooke. Because I was sitting there, check this out. So I got this one, okay? So I got this one. Of course, when they come out of the box, you know, the blade's not in there. I'm like this. Babe, no blade. Where's the blade? I'm doing it right, but there's no blade. So they have a little button over here. So I open it up, and inside they got, you know, 4 or 5 razor blades in here. And I was like, oh, cool. But, you know, they got like this oil on there to keep the blades from rusting or whatever, and also hold them together. My dumb ass grabs the whole bundle of razor blades with the edge side here, and I'm about to push down and flip them. I'm like, oh, just push it down, go like this. And then I had a little voice. Hey, Rob, stop. What? Don't do that. Why? You're about to lose the tip of your finger. Oh, I think you're right. Maybe I should turn them and do it from the backside. Holy shit. Real story. Let's hear. What's up, Sonny? Heath, term limits would help. Yeah, you know what? Term limits would help, but also making the motherfuckers accountable and using the same shit. Like this whole medical shit. Okay, you know what? Instead of giving the Congress and senators and stuff, lifelong health coverage of really good coverage, make them have Obamacare too. Make them have the same piece of shit coverage we all got to pay for, right? And don't give it to them for free. I can say, okay, maybe while you're actually serving, we'll give you half off. We'll give you half off, right? Why, did I fuck that up, Sonny? I'm sorry. I was flapping. I didn't know if I fucking... Sunny days! But yeah, you know, they should have the same shit we have. And there should be accountability. And they should actually really, really, really fucking throw the book at them. So if a motherfucker gets caught, same with like these banker cocksuckers. You get caught doing some shit too big to fail? That's fine. We'll take Mr. CEO, rip his ass apart, throw him in the fucking jail, let him eat some cock meat sandwiches for about fucking 10, 20 years, let a replacement come in, strip him of his fucking money. Say, okay, motherfucker, yeah, now you guys do the same bullshit. You saw what we did to motherfucking banker number one right there. Do that shit again, watch what happens. Let's see, hey, Jeremiah. It says Congress will never vote for something fair. That's why they've had a dozen raises last time the minimum wage was increased. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And there's no incentive for them to fucking change. That's right. Make them pay nomadic public hangings. Yep. Well, fuck. Look at France. You know, France, every so often they get crazy. They go look and round them up and they fucking chop off heads and shit. Oh, Sonny. What's my real name? Bitch, I told you my name is Sonny, bitch. Stop fucking around. No, that's not Sonny. Remember Sonny Crockett, motherfucker? Real name, bitch. Leave me alone. Let's see here. There's a gang, I think, 150, takes box cutters and slit your face from lip to ear, takes 150. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Yeah, it's just, you know, it's fucked up. It's fucking crazy. Hey, Jeremiah, I don't know if you were on earlier, country, but I shared your situation with everybody here. I don't mean to overstep my bounds or anything else, but I wanted everybody to know so that they could keep you in your thoughts and stuff like that, because I know you're getting your testing and stuff later on this week, and I'm hoping for positive things. So if I can get more people to think positive about it, you know, hopefully they'll come back and say some shit like, you know, it's something minor that can be handled. You know what I mean? Grace Store called Aldi's pays $12.25 for store associate position plus a lot of benefits they offer too. That's cool, man. That's cool. If you know, I don't know what the cost of living there is, but I think it was Roy shared a post with me earlier in the week, and it was kind of crazy because it was like people would have to work 2 full-time fucking jobs at minimum wage to afford rent in their areas. And I was like, yeah, that's some fucked up shit, you know. Country, yep, peaceful protest isn't going to get a damn thing changed. Hang one crooked banker and one corrupt politician in the middle of Times Square, things will start changing. You know what? It's got to be something like that because, you know, here's the problem. If you threaten somebody with something, but you never follow through on it, then you're just talking out your ass, right? But the minute that there's action behind something, that's when you actually see change start to happen, because now there's ramifications for actions and people know, I fuck around, I'm going to get some shit. I'm going to get some bad shit, and I don't want no bad shit, you know, because, you know, there's other countries that have shown examples of battling corruption, battling different types of things. But as long as we allow them to fuck us up the ass, why would they stop? I mean, really? It's like, okay, I walk up to you every day and I slap you in the fucking forehead. Bam! Okay, every day. I just slap you in the fucking forehead. Bam! Okay? Logically, at some point, you're going to be like, dog, what the fuck? Why are you bitch slapping my forehead? I don't understand. What the fuck did I do to you? We would have some kind of dialogue. Something would happen, right? Okay. But we look at our government, we look at different aspects of life, and they're doing far worse than me smacking you on the forehead every day. But people take it. They take it, they take it, they take it. And the common denominator for that is fear, which is why there's probably a few people I'd smack on the forehead and they probably would never say anything. They might talk about me like I got fucking 9 heads behind my back. That fucking Rob, one of these days, I'm going to say something because I don't like him smacking me on my head. I'm going to say something to him. You watch. 10 years later, bam, he ain't doing shit. You know what I mean? But, yeah, seriously. Yeah, and that would be awesome, Brooke. Knock me the fuck out because that would be appropriate. What's up, Green Man? Yes, you did. 25 minutes to spare. Good to see you. This is good. You're a youngin'. You need to learn this shit. You need to learn this stuff because this is reflective of your future, okay? Not mine. I'm an old motherfucking man. But the young motherfuckers that are going to have to step up and figure shit out because I tell you what, if things don't change the way they're going... Sonny, are you flipping me off? Why is there 2 flip-offs there? Or is that for the government? Are you just saying fuck you to the government or is that a fuck you because I'm smacking you in the forehead? I gotta know which one that is. Anyway, there comes a point, though, where everybody's got to be able to say, fuck, enough is enough. But as long as everybody is driven by fear, there's nothing you could do. Hey, you know what? I promised my kids I was going to tell you guys this because it's actually very applicable here. Okay, so Will Smith did this really, 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 really good speech where he talks about fear. Okay, and so here's I'm gonna act out the skit. Okay, I haven't done skydiving yet. It's not I don't want to. It's not that I'm a pussy. It's just I haven't had the opportunity, and B, you know, I gotta ask the wife for permission because if I jump out of a plane and don't tell her I'm gonna jump out of a fucking plane and I die, she'll be really mad at me. Anyway, so Will Smith says he's hanging out with his buddies and shit, and they're all sitting there drunk, having a good fucking time. And one of his friends says, hey, let's go jump out of a fucking plane tomorrow. To which everybody in the group is all, yeah, let's do this shit, right? Now, of course, I'm doing a more vulgar version. Let's see. Okay, brother, I gotta go. Need to get my hip done. Have fun. All right, Brooke, be safe. So everybody's like, yeah, let's go jump out of a fucking plane. Okay. Well, that night he's laying in bed and he's like, oh, fuck. I gotta jump out of a fucking plane tomorrow. I ain't never jumped out of fucking, that's fucking hella scary. The fuck was I thinking? Damn, I'm dumb. I don't want to jump out of fucking, that's fucking hella scary. I'm gonna fucking die. Right? So the next day he goes and he's sitting at he's where everybody's supposed to meet up at, and he's hoping the homies don't show up, but they're there. And he's like, fuck, now I gotta go because everybody's here and I don't want to punk out. I don't want to be the bitch. Okay, so he gets on a fucking plane. They fly up in this fucking plane and open the door. Wind's coming in and shit, and he's realizing he's never been on a fucking plane with air with the door open, right? And he's like, oh, fuck, this is it. I'm going to fucking die. So he toes the edge, okay? And they're like, all right, we're going to go on 3, ready. 1, 2, boom. They push his ass because, nobody ever makes it to 3, okay? So now he's flying. He's out the fucking window. Out the plane. He's jumping, right? And instead of that fear consuming him and fucking terrifying the shit out of him, he feels alive. He feels free. He's like, oh, my God, I'm flying. It was the greatest moment he felt. As he's going down and everything, he's like, wow. And it was at that moment of the greatest fear, that threshold of the greatest fear, that he realized to get to the good shit, to get to the stuff that is vital and important in life, you have to push past that threshold of fear. And the other epiphany he had was all of that bullshit worrying, all of that, oh, man, fuck, I shouldn't have did this, was a waste. He wasted a good night's sleep because he was fucking scared about the potential of some shit the next day. So I had this conversation. I watched that video. I saw that video yesterday or the day before that. And I was talking to my kids. I was talking to my girls about it. I was like, this is valuable. That's a valuable lesson right there, because really, if you allow fear to dictate your life to you, you're not really going to live. Fear has a very important part in our life as human beings because it's kept us alive. But there's also, there's different types of fear. There's that irrational fear that people have, like all these motherfuckers that are now panicking and buying the potassium iodide and shit, right? They're all fucking freaking out. They're all thinking this, that, and everything else. And is it really gonna nuke? Is there really gonna be a fucking nuke that's gonna drop? Okay. But, what? Are you still here? I thought you left, Brooke. I thought you would go get your hip done. Always new fear is all the fear of it's called the fear of the wife. No, it's called the general respect of the outcome of the decision. No, but listen, if I didn't die, it's not a big deal, right? And if I did die, well, I guess it would be irrelevant. But anyway, that's beside the point. My point is, let's say, for example, Brooke. Brooke's a good example here. So Brooke decides he wants to try something with a different tool. He's never used the tool. Okay, later, dude. He never used the tool, but it's a potentially dangerous tool. And he's in a wheelchair and he's deciding, fuck, I might hurt myself, but I'm going to do it. Okay. So he gets ready. He uses the tool and it works. And it makes something amazing. Okay. Now fear, the irrational fear, okay, the fear of failure, the fear of this, the fear of judgment, the fear of all this other bullshit. If that had stopped him, he wouldn't have pushed forward. We got to push past our comfort zone to get to where we want to go. And fear is one of the biggest uncomfortable things. Later, Brooke, is one of the biggest uncomfortable things you will ever face in life. And the government counts on it. They depend on you being shackled by fear. Because if you weren't afraid, right, you say, fuck y'all. I ain't no fucking, I'm not paying my taxes. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. You can fucking kiss my ass. Right? Because here's the thing. If one motherfucker said no, they don't care. If 10 motherfuckers said no, they still don't care. If 8,000 motherfuckers said no, they still don't care, but they might go, the fuck is this? Right? If 100,000 motherfuckers said no, now they're like, what the hell's going on over there? If 1,000,000 motherfuckers said, whoop, whoop, now they got a problem. Now they got a problem. And Matt just hit it on the head there. The world is run by the sick and the stupid. Exactamundo. Now, the opposite of irrational fear is rational fear. So now, why can't somebody just be a leader, rally everybody up, step into the light, and lead shit? Because now you're stepping into rational fear, understanding your opponent. No. History of show. Hello? You want to come be on the show, Momo? You want to be on the show? Sure. Because you're being loud. Oh, you want to come down? Oh, okay. Just checking. So the rational fear is saying, okay, you know what? If I decide to lead people, oh shit, I just put a bullseye on my head and they're going to blow my fucking brains out. Because we've seen that time and time again. We've seen leaders like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Bobby Kennedy, JFK, just to name a handful, that have tried to do things that were for the betterment of, their fellow man, and they caught a bullet. What are we talking about, Mr. Morris? We're talking about revolution. We're talking about overthrowing government, changing society for the better, things of that nature that unfortunately is a very difficult proposition because people want to be led. But the problem is who's going to step up and sacrifice themselves as a leader. One leader is a martyr. 1,000,000 leaders is a step in the right direction. Okay. So we got 320 million Americans. We got close to 8 billion people on the planet now. So if we had about 1,000,000 leaders that all were combined and had the similar mindsets and were really making a concerted effort to change things, it's a little harder to kill 1 million motherfuckers. You know what I mean? It's real easy to take out 1 or 2 motherfuckers, even blatantly. You know what I mean? You could have a guy that's sitting there and he says, hey, I don't like this, I don't like that. And you could have a guy walk right up and pop him in the fucking head. Done deal. Yeah, that's exactly the point, Matt. People want to be led, but no one wants to lead because leading is hard. Leading, A, is hard. B, it's dangerous. And C, it's you don't get a reward for it. There was a word I was looking for, I lost it. It's unforgiving. It's one of those type of things where it's like being a stuntman, right? If we overthrow the government, we still have Twinkies. If so, I'm on board. Yeah, there should still be Twinkies as long as there's still companies that are still making money. Is it a leadership issue or is the followers that idolize the leader and not the message? That's also a problem. We have a society where we create celebrities, right? And really what it should be is should be leading by example and then people following that example and trying to be leaders in their own corners, right? And that's how you get to the point where you don't have to worry about stepping out in the light because now you're teaching people to be leaders. And if you have a bunch of very good, smart leaders that are out there in their individual areas with a very similar objective, it doesn't even have to be the same objective. If you like Magneto and Professor X, right? Like they're totally different mindsets, but they had the same basic goal, saving mutants, right? Social engineering. They put fluoride in the water to dumb people down. Yes, they do. So they're too stupid to figure out they're being screwed over. Well, so there's multiple pieces to that. So the fluoride is a pacifier. It does make people a little less likely to fight and everything, but there's a couple of other components to it. First one is disbelief. So people don't want to believe that their government is an evil entity, although you see that in damn near every movie plot, okay? But they just say, oh, that's Hollywood, that's movies, okay? They don't want to believe it because once they understand the fix is in, they're being fucked, they're cattle, they're no more than fucking consumer cattle that has like a birth certificate, a death certificate, you know, everything that shows that you're owned, you're a fucking slave in broad daylight. People don't want to hear that shit. They want to hear they could get their mocha frappuccinos, they can see their Dances with Stars, and everything is great. They flip the light switch, the light comes on, they flip the water, and the water works. Okay? Mr. Morse, Pornhub is my fluoride. Yeah, definitely a distraction, right? Definitely a distraction. Definitely keeps you from, wanting to look at stuff. The government does not want you to retire and enjoy it or get disability and just being able to get by. They really want us to just die and see this with all my surgeries. Yes, that's true, but there's a reason for that. And yes, country, we have become a commodity, but we have become a commodity that is not giving them a return. So now they are rapidly trying to reduce the population, right? They're trying to sterilize us. They're trying to make us fat and stupid. They're trying to do different types of things to make us sicker so that the population will dwindle down to something that's more sustainable because there is a paradigm shift. Basically, we had a bunch of workers before, but now with things being automated, computerized, and things of that nature, you got a bunch of consumers out there that aren't making money and aren't buying products. So if they're not buying products and they're not working and paying taxes, then guess what? They're fucking a drain. They're not valuable anymore. They want to get rid of it. So, that's really what it comes down to. And it's a sad thing, but that's what we're facing, right? So, porn Kate, you guys are stupid. It's a government conspiracy. That's right. They want everybody baiting because this is just like idiocracy. They want us to be dumbed down so we just watch what's on the television and we believe the commercials and we just sit around masturbating on a regular basis. Because if you masturbate, you're not creating life. And that's what they want. You know, they want us to dwindle down the population, you know, and that's why you see a lot of push into stuff like the lesbian, the gay agendas and things like that, because if they start showing it to kids at an early age, the ones that aren't born with that disposition but become socialized to that condition, then guess what? If I'm with a guy, we ain't making babies. Yeah, the government is trying to get rid of porn. That's what they say, but behind closed doors, I guarantee you they're watching more kinky, crazy shit than anything we've ever watched. You could bet that. And they do some fucking horrible shit. Look at the dig deep on the Clintons and look at the shit that they were involved in. They want us to blast our leaders in a sock and not schools. That's fucking funny. That's pretty fucking funny. Yeah, or tissue paper, or shoot it down inside the toilet, you know. But I have friends now. It's funny. When I was growing up, I didn't see a lot of people that had like sperm count issues. But I have a ton of friends now having a real hard time having kids, and come to find out the husband just has bad sperm count. And I'm like, yeah, that's all them Mountain Dews, has all them Monster energy drinks and whatnot, you know, blah blah blah. And I can drink Monsters because I got fixed. I got kids already, so I'm not making no more kids. So I can blow my spermies all to hell because I ain't gonna ever use them motherfuckers again. But yeah, Idiocracy. You know, they sometimes they put that shit out in plain sight. Idiocracy is a fucked up movie. You go watch that shit again, but don't watch it as a comedy. Watch that motherfucker like a documentary. That shit's fucked up. It's real fucked up. Because they want us dumb so they can create those two brackets of society. The fucking slaves and the fucking masters. And that's why they want this one world government and all this other bullshit, because it makes it real fucking easy. But yeah, I agree. Overpopulation is a serious problem. But you know what? Here's how you solve it. Check this out. Yeah, oh yeah. I done got snipped. I got snipped. I got 3 kids, so that's okay. But check this out, Tom. If I wanted to solve the overpopulation issue, okay, instead of mandating, oh, you can only have 1 child or this, that, and everything else, I would do this shit. I'd say, listen, Mr. Sawyer, you just had your first kid. We're going to give you $100,000 to snip your buddies. Okay, snip, snip, you know, and there you go. And you're like, nah, I don't want you to snip my shit. Okay, that's cool. Now you're on kid number 2. Okay, Mr. Sawyer, we're back. We're going to snip you for $50,000 now. No, I still want to do this shit. Okay, Mr. Sawyer. Okay, Mr. Sawyer, you just had a 3rd kid. Now, we ain't giving you no money this time, but we're still going to give you the free procedure to make sure you don't have any more kids. Nah, I don't want none. Okay, that's fine. Now you have kid number 4. Guess what? Now you got to pay $20,000 a year in taxes. Okay? Now you're paying. Because you're paying for that right to have that 4th kid. Okay? Or the 3rd kid. You know, whatever. Just do the math. And then if you fuck around and have a 5th kid, okay, they're like, okay, now you paying $50,000. 20 plus 30. Okay, and if you have another fucking kid, I'm going to tax you even fucking further. Okay, and if you decide, well, fuck it, I ain't working. I'm going to get government, whatever. Motherfucker. Nope. But you don't get any rights to government help at all right after the 3rd kid. After that 3rd kid, you come back and say, well, I need government help and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, well, what do you need specifically? Well, I'm out of work. I need food stamps for me, my kids, and blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh, well, that's unfortunate. Okay, here's how it's going to work. You can get support. They'll give you 6 months. Okay, they'll give you 6 fucking months. But after that 6 months, if you ain't working, you ain't getting no more fucking help. And here's the other kicker. All the help that you got, it's going to get prorated. It's going to be stretched out over a period of time, and you got to pay that shit back. Either you pay it back monetarily or you pay it back with service. Okay, yeah, you don't have a job, you're not working, but you can still work. We'll have you working. We'll find something for you to do to pay this off. So we'll give you government help. We'll give you the food stamps and stuff. We'll give you this, but you're going to come work. You got a fucking job. We got something for you to do. If it's fucking making fucking license plates or whatever else. Anyway. It's the death draft. And then, yeah, we need a good plague. Sooner or later, if overpopulation is as dire a thing as everybody points it out to be, Mother Nature sooner or later will shake us off. That's just the way it is. All right, we got about 5 minutes left, so let's go ahead and open it up. You guys got any fucking questions? Anything else? Anything else you want to cover? We got 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Dougie Fresh is off. So, you guys got anything else you want to talk about? Hammer. If not, I'm going to say it one more time. Country Prepper, Jeremiah, my brother, hearing my thoughts. I hope everything fucking works out for you, man. I'm fucking heartbroken over the fucking news. I feel for you. I know how it is to not have fucking energy and still try to push ahead. Asian titties are awesome. I'm a big fan of Asian titties. Let's see here. Nuclear war doesn't sound too far off. You know what? They've been talking. Well, fuck that, dude. Yeah, it would definitely cut the population, but it would also cut the chance of survival depending on how it is. If it's a one-off, yeah, that could be interesting. If everybody pops their shit off, fuck, we got Mars. We got a planet just like Mars. Asian titties, that is all. All right, guys. Let's see, we got 4 minutes. 4 minutes. I'm going to hit this real quick, let you guys throw some shit at me. Positive thoughts for all. Nice. People shit monkey dicks. I don't know about you. I ain't shit no monkey dicks anytime. I don't think that would be very comfortable. All right, Outfitter. You fucking be safe, brother. New online BFF. All right, Steve. I'll be traveling next week, and I know you got your operation, so I hope everything goes well. You'll be in my thoughts. Same thing with you, Country Prepper. I'll be thinking about you. Let's see here. Yep, mutually assured destruction. That's what kept us pretty much safe for a long time. They say they just found a plague and some fleas up. Yeah, the bubonic plague, it pops up from time to time. That's not that big a deal. Now, if some fleas started popping off some fucking Ebola up in Arizona, that would be a bitch. That would be fucking horrible. All right, guys. I'm going to get ready to wind this shit down. All right, Country, you take it easy, man. Keep positive. I know it's hard. I'm blessed with fucking hyperactivity, so when I'm fucking tired and shit, I can push it, but I know how it is to have that pressure on you. So just keep positive, man. You too, Steve. Let's kick off the super plague. The super plague! The super plague! That's what I'm talking about. Then you end up being fucking the last man on earth and shit. You'd be all Lamode and everything. Everybody died from the Black Death. I'm the last survivor. That'd be fucking boring as shit. I ain't gonna lie. Ain't enough fucking videos and shit to keep you occupied. For sure. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate the fuck out of you spending your Saturday with me. You got a lot of choices on what to do, what to think, and all the other good stuff. I talk a lot of wild, crazy stuff, but it's just for us to kind of get our minds working and thinking and shit, so we're not all sitting around like fucking mindless zombies on our fucking things doing, ooh, look at the kitty cats. You know what I mean? Pornhub for life. Pornhub for life. Right. Okay. Banana reach around. Jesus, Lord help me. You guys are on one tonight. Anyway, I want you guys to fucking live life to the fullest. Get some fucking scars. Fucking ride this bitch till the wheels fall off. I won't be here next week as a reminder, but I should be on the very next week after that. I got some crazy ass move shit going on, but I'm definitely going to try to get some in that next weekend. All right? I'm break away from all the moves and crazy shit that I got going on to make sure I get one more episode in there. But that's it for now, motherfuckers. I hope you guys have a fucking great one. Have a good week. I will see you guys later.